We end with a story of how a young art student in Khartoum is beating the odds as she lives her dream despite her circumstance.
With total concentration and attention to detail, art is born. With every stroke of the brush, Suha Munir hopes to bring to life and communicate our innermost thoughts. It is through these expressions that Suha started telling us her feelings shown through color. She's a student at the Art College of the Sudan University of Science and Technology in Khartoum. She was born a normal child, but at the age of 2 she fell ill and eventually became deaf. Growing up has been tough, but she's pulled through, making her dream a reality. She's in her final year of a bachelor's degree, and although it's been hard, she's not letting anything get in her way. Deaf students need extra help and guidance when trying to learn in the same settings with students who can hear and speak. But for Suha and the other deaf students at this institution, that's a minor setback. They've developed ways of communicating with the others, and when it comes to art, they speak the same language.
Suha has a lot of talent and her eyes are more sensitive to the colors. She does not work like others. She has her own unique styles. I know another deaf student called Mona, who is also very smart and was always top in her department.
Sarah Mohammed is half deaf. She's in the same class as Suha, and over the years, they've become really good friends. Sarah has picked up a thing or two from Suha, and in return, she interprets the class lesson whenever Suha has difficulties. They spend a lot of time together, sharpening their skills.
ألقت لي 4 سنين تعلمت منها لغة الإشارة. كنت بمشي المعهد بتاع الصم، قعدت معاهم في سنة، تعلمت منهم حاجات كتيرة شديد فما في فرق من الصم من الناس اللي بتتكلم.
With the number of deaf students on the rise, teaching assistants play an important role in their education. Almost half the members of this textile class are deaf, but the teaching assistant is at hand to ensure that they get the same kind of understanding as everyone else.
I work with first-year students as an interpreter for subjects such as English language, history of fine arts, or even Islamic culture.
They are clever. I don't know sign language, but through the lip reading, with a little bit of the common signs, they can understand me.
I don't know sign language, but with simple gestures, they can understand. They are fast with assignment. As soon as the lesson ends, they start working.
Even with the assistants, one can only imagine the difficulties these young students go through as they try to acquire an education. But there is plenty of determination to go around, as expressed in their creative ideas about different art topics. The major challenge facing the deaf students is communications, developing a language that they can understand and be able to use to communicate with others. It is for this reason that some think the deaf cannot make it in formal education settings. Although now studying art and textile, Islam believes that every individual has the right to do what they choose and be all they want to be in life. Art exhibitions like this one, organized by the Association of Disabled Students at the university, is a platform for Suha and the others to showcase their work, proving to the world that disability is not inability.
We have a membership of 67 students with disabilities in the association. 85% are deaf, then there are the physically handicapped and the blind students. Our plan is to bring all students together, connecting them with the rest of society and establishing good links with different institutions.
Suha takes us through some of her work on display. The colors, shapes, textures, symbols and themes are all elements with which the deaf explore art and communicate. Suha and the others are proving every day that they too have a voice reflected in their artwork, and although they might look and communicate differently, the message they communicate is still relevant to all of us. Suha has succeeded in beating the odds. She graduates in a few months and looks forward to painting her new life with her partner, who's not deaf.